Juicy Joe Giudice, way back in the day, we had Juicy Joe Giudice on this podcast. I can't remember. I guess I should look it up. I think it was 2022. Maybe it was 2021, but probably 2022. At that point, it was a big thing. It kind of went viral. We had the Tamrat back in 2020. That's goodies. That was a big moment. We've had some huge moments on this podcast. But after Juicy Joe was on, you guys asked, when can he come back? Lots of people asked forever, month after month after month. Listen, last week here in the dead of the summer, July, we started this new From the Vault series, and we launched it with the one, the only Claudia Jordan. And I figured, what a great thing to do in July, the dead of July, the dead of August. Not a lot is going on in the entertainment business. Mind you, there's a lot of Bravo gossip stuff. I mean, Denise Richards, Sheena. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. All this stuff about the new season of Beverly Hills. OC and this whole thing with Katie, and there's a lot to actually talk about. But I'm like, let's see how this From the Vault series does. Never before aired chats. Well, everyone seemed to love our From the Vault with Claudia Jordan. Today, we are releasing this, and this is so interesting especially in light of everything that just happened, where Gia pleaded her case to President Trump to allow Juicy back in the country. She sent the character references, character letters. Lots of people came for Gia. So many people came for Gia that she actually apologized. Man, that's a whole thing in and of itself. So, I mean, this is in a way as relevant as ever. I mean, because we do talk all about Juicy coming back to the US, but look, of course, we talk about RHONJ, the future. How can the show go on with the Melissa and Teresa that don't speak to each other? Louie, we talk about Louie, lots of stuff to say about Louie. Gia, um, what else? Oh, Dolores, Miss Switzerland. We talk about my friend Marge, the Sarge. You guys know my friend Marge, the Sarge. Very nice woman. I'm not personally taking business advice from her. I mean, she put a whale on a shirt. I mean, don't put a whale on a shirt. Don't put a tiger on a shirt. Don't put a penguin on a shirt. Don't put anyone. I don't care if the person is fat, thin, tall, short. Don't put anyone riding a horse on a shirt. To be safe, don't put a damn horse on a shirt, right? Vineyard Vines, have you ever heard of it? Anyway, we talk about Marge the Sarge. We talk about my good friend Jennifer Aydin across the river, and her husband Bill. We got a lot to talk about with Juicy. This is a never before aired. This whole conversation in its entirety has never aired any part of it. It is not aired on Patreon. It is not aired on YouTube. It is not aired anywhere. So we are going to be sharing the chat in full and all these clips. It is a continuation of our From the Vault series. This was recorded in a prior time. When was it recorded? That is a good question. Come to the live show when we do our next live show with Sarah Fraser. We might do a live show with Amir. It is a Q&A. No question is off limits. So this is a never before aired. No one has heard this chat at all. You haven't heard even a minute of it. From the vault, never before release chat recorded. I don't know when. We'll figure it out. With the one, the only Juicy Joe Giudice. Roll tape.
Would reach out. And even when I was in Italy, actually, he was happy to be there when I was in Italy. So when I got out, he wanted to come and see me. You know what I mean? And Teresa was like, "You better not go see him. You better just not answer the phone, this and that." I'm like, "All right, all right, all right," And that was that. So I didn't even answer the phone when I was in Italy to see him.
And the
You
other
know,
stuff she told you is even worse because not going to someone's parents' wake, I mean, that seems pretty.
yeah, that's not nice. No matter what the situation might have been or whatever it is, as far as not talking, being on the show or doing whatever and saying all these ridiculous things on the show. But I mean, when it's, somebody passes away, you pay your respect, you know what I mean? Especially your family.
Do you talk to Louis more than you talk to Teresa? Because I mean, you talk to him on your own, right?
Listen, we don't talk on the phone every day, no. I mean, every once in a while, you know what I mean? We talk or, whatever. Listen, Joe, we're coming out over here. You know what I mean? Why don't you meet us? Or, we're going over here. I mean, he's invited me to other places, you know what I mean? And I just never went. But, I mean, he's always reaching out, you know what I mean? He looks out, you know what I mean? He cares about the family and stuff. So, I mean, cares about them, which is good, you know what I mean? It's good that they have somebody there to look after them, you know what I mean? Because they are, all girls. It's not like we have guys in the family, you know. So it's good that at least there's somebody there, looking out, over them and stuff. So
And your
and
daughters seem to like
they,
him.
yeah, I mean they seem to get along. Him and Teresa get along. You know what I mean? They're into Botox and all that stuff. So I mean, they're perfect.
They like the Botox. Why do you think you say he's like a nice guy? You've spent like, why do you think then Joe Gorga's digging into stuff on him? And, why do you think people, all this stuff? I mean, he just won. There was this woman, Vanessa Reiser. I don't know if you know about this. Like, there was a case where she was in court. I mean, and he actually won it, that she was quote unquote stalking him. Like, why do you think he has such a bad reputation with certain people in the public eye when everyone who knows him says he's a good guy?
Well, you know what? When you're in the public eye, I mean, no matter what they put out there, everybody makes a big deal. You know what I mean? Just like, they just put a ban on people coming to, the US put a ban on people coming to the Bahamas, right? Because of 18 murders. Okay. I mean, these 18 murders obviously happened in, their own territory over there. It's always over drugs or whatever. You know what I mean? So every place has got a bad little area. I mean, now you forget the United States. I mean, come on, you got Miami-Dade, you got New Jersey, you got Patterson. How many murders happened in those guys? Chicago. You know what I mean? I guess they're gonna put a ban on the United States too.
I didn't even know about this. So, like, will that affect your daughters or like Teresa coming or like your daughters
No,
especially?
no. I mean, they're putting a travel ban, they say, you know what I mean, which is ridiculous, you know what I mean? They're talking about 18 murders since whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah, listen, you got drug dealers everywhere, right? They fight, they kill each other. I mean, it happens everywhere. Stay out of those areas and you'll have no problems, right?
Yeah, I didn't even hear about this travel ban.
Well, I'm just saying it just came out, you know what I mean? So I'm just making a quick example, you know what I mean? How, things just happen, if people say things, you know what I mean? Like if you're in a public eye, you know what I mean? People text me left and right. Oh, look at Bahamas. It's so bad, right? And I'm like, bad. I'm like, oh, same thing to me every day. You know what I mean? I go to work, I do my thing, I come back. I don't go to those areas, and I have no reason to be in there. What do I need to be there for? I don't do drugs. I don't go. I don't need to go over there. I don't sell drugs. So I mean, what do I need to go there for? Right?
Do you think Teresa, like, is this the same Teresa that flipped a table way back when? I mean, because she seems, and I don't know if it's from Louie or from not speaking to Melissa and Joe. I mean, does she seem like namaste? She has a whole podcast named after it. I mean, so from a viewer's point of view, she seems very chilled out and relaxed in like a good way now.
Yeah. I mean, look, we had a really good New Year's. You know what I mean? And where I was here with my girl. I mean, we were all hanging out together, and we had fun. You know what I mean? And my kids were here. I mean, everybody got along. I mean, it was good. You know, there was no problems. I mean, what's the other guy? Aiden. What's her name?
Jennifer
Jennifer.
Aydin was there.
Jennifer was here with her kids, her husband, nice guy. You know what I mean? And we all had fun.
What do
You
you
know?
think of Jennifer Aydin? Because she seems like a really good, loyal friend to Teresa. Like outside of the show, when the show ends for Jennifer or whatever, hopefully that won't be for a long time. Like they seem like they're really true friends.
I mean, she seems like a really nice person. Her husband's a really nice guy. You know what I mean? The kids are great. I mean, we all get along. I mean, they get along. So, I mean, that's important, right? Because they got to work together. And, I mean, she seems like a real down to earth person. I mean, her sister was here too. Uh, I mean, it was a good time. They were staying at the Cove over in Atlantis, and we would go back and forth. The kids would go hang out there during the day. Obviously, while I was at work or whatever. And, it was good. We had fun.
What about, do you know this woman, Margaret Josephs? Do you know who she is?
I have no idea who she is. I never met her. She wasn't on the show when I was there. She must be new, right? I mean, I don't really know her.
She does a lot of, the rumor is she does a lot of digging into Louis' background as well. Teresa doesn't necessarily get along with her because apparently she's, looking into Louis as well, just like Joe Gorga.
Well, I mean, look, Joe Gorga, needs to worry about himself. I mean, he's got a lot of things going on, and there's no reason why he should be trying to take down other people when he's got a lot of things that he's got to worry about on, his own, skeletons he has or whatever he's got, you know what I mean, going on. You know what I mean? It's not like he's in the, he's like perfect. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could say a lot of things about him, but do I really want to air anything? No. I mean, that's not. He's not even worth it. You know what I mean? That's why I don't even say anything. But should I be saying a lot of things? Yeah, I should be. You know what I mean? And should I be getting aggravated over it? Maybe, yeah. You know what I mean? A lot of things he did, even when I was away. You know what I mean? That he shouldn't have did. That I'm not going to bring up. You know what I mean? It's done and it's over. You know what I mean? But look, he's not no angel. You know what I mean? To even be talking about anybody. You know what I mean? He's should just worry about his own his own agenda and just do what he needs to do. I mean, recently a big deal happened. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I'm sure you guys will hear about it, but I mean, I'm sure it cost him a lot. You know what I mean? That mistake or whatever happened. You know what I mean? I don't even know how that happened, but things. I don't like to. I'm not on the show, so what's the point of me even saying anything bad about him? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? And even if I was on the show, I never said anything bad about him.
Which
I'd make
mistake?
fun.
Because there's a lot of mistakes that are coming out about him.
Yeah, I mean, look, I would make fun of him a little bit and say things about him because when I was, annoyed with him or whatever, but I would never really say, you know, to try to like really hurt the guy. You know what I mean? I would just say he looks like whatever, whatever. Just say something stupid like that. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't like try to like bury the guy. You know what I mean? Like he tried to do with, the rest of the cast members or some of the cast members, I should say, or bringing some of the people on there that had that were involved in trying to put me away, then, like my ex-partner, their attorneys, bringing them on the show, stuff like that, which was crazy. And, look, he